What's up, guys? Welcome to a Game Sage episode. I actually had one particular thing that just popped into my mind, and I wanted to talk about The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Now, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is actually probably my personal favorite Zelda game. See, I didn't type out a whole script, and I actually might add back to this video, but I want to get my thoughts out real quick. But you know, it's a tough one because I really like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, obviously Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker. But there's something special, like Twilight Princess tickled my fancy in its own way. Twilight Princess really hit the right notes for me. So just a couple of things I thought were crazy off of memory. I loved the Sky Temple. I loved the Dragon Boss. I love the inclusion of Zant. At first, I didn't really like Midna. I thought she was kind of sassy, but kind of grows on you. She's a cool companion, right? She's a cool companion. She pushes you. She kind of makes sure you're not slacking or being useless. That's the vibe that Midna, imposed. When you get to the Snow Mountain, like that entire part, like going. Racing the Yeti, I think that was amazing. I loved the entire Goron area and the boots that you go up to the ceiling, right? And then you walk with the iron boots. I thought the ball and chain was a unique addition. A lot of people think it's an weapon, and it kind of is, but it was cool. It was like, oh shoot, this huge ball and chain that you find in that area was really awesome. I thought. I was always like, yo, ball and chain, that's cool. And then on top of that, you had that spinner, which, in that particular boss fight, I forgot, but that particular area where you had to use the spinner, extremely unique, extremely cool, in my opinion. And I honestly just thought, like, the world was nice, right? Like, people said it wasn't a crazy evolution from Ocarina of Time, but to me, I found it to be like, wow, they really hit it for the next Zelda, right? I was like, wow. And they took a risk by going for the wolf, right? By going for the Twilight wolf transformation. They took a nice risk. And yes, at points I agree, especially the intro. I can agree the intro gets tedious and it's like, I wish you could just skip it sometimes. But then sometimes you think about it, I kind of liked helping, round those goats up and kind of just like wrestle that one goat that charges into the village, wrestle that goat off to the side, use your slingshot to hit like these beehives down and save the baby and all the fishing rod things, and getting acquainted with Epona. Like, for the first time, obviously it stinks that we gotta keep doing it when you replay it. But like the first time around, I found it like, wow, this is chill. I like this. I like helping out with the chores. I like how it's preparing me in a calm, nice fashion. Until, of course, the kids run off into the woods with the whole monkey thing, and you gotta go save them. And then you start running into like, all these new ideas, like, the howling wolf, like the golden wolf. And it's beautiful how, they allow the wolf's howl to kind of be a musical harmony that you had to get correctly to unlock, whether it was new skills, fight the skeleton dude who teaches you. I don't know exactly who that is. I think there's videos on him, but yeah, just like learning those skills. And just all these things that they packaged, to me, like, it felt really well done. Like, although the Dominion Rod temple wasn't the craziest, I thought it was cool. I liked its use. I liked the level. I love the water temple. I didn't really get crazy in depth with the whole Poe collecting thing, but that was also another neat little thing, collecting Poes. Kind of cool. Agatha on the bug collection. I didn't really get into all that, but found it to be cool. And you know that one part where you battle the pig dude who rides on his, I think, boar or whatever, King Bokoblin. I'm coming off top, so I don't know. Yeah, King Bokoblin, I think. You got to fight him, and then like there's that winged creature that like you kind of ride as a mini game, and there's that dude who blasts you from his cannon, and then also finally like I thought the Ganon fight was really nice. It felt fleshy. It felt, you know, cool on horseback. I'm not sure now if I go back if I would think it's like, maybe that wasn't as crazy as I thought. But I surely found that Ganon fight to be better than Breath of the Wild fight. Like I like Calamity Ganon. It's actually a real cool fight. But like fighting, you know, the pig version, then fighting horseback, and then the duel, and then the impaling, the final impale. All really awesome. All really awesome. Feels like you're involved with it all the way. You get to fight him in all ways. Of course, in Tears of the Kingdom, we had that one-on-one dope Ganon fight for sure. But I don't know, like I really liked the entire sequencing of the Ganon fight. And the whole like thing about, I personally was okay with Ganon puppeting the string, you know, pulling the strings for Twilight Princess. I know a lot of people comment and say, man, should have just let Zant be that. That would have been fine with me too. I loved Zant. I loved fighting Zant. I thought he was funny. I liked his thing. I kind of like him more than Girahim, to be honest. But I also thought Zant had this, like he did give off like this very interesting vibe. Zant gave up a very interesting vibe, but you could also feel like something's obviously off with him, and somebody a little more grounded and in control, not as cuckoo like Ganondorf behind him pulling the strings. And of course, that model of Ganondorf was in the subspace emissary cutscenes for Brawl, which I thought, you know, him and Bowser together, I thought that looked sick. I loved it, man. That era, bro, like the GameCube coming into Wii era, was awesome. And I know, you know, Twilight Princess was a GameCube game and a Wii game. I never played Twilight HD, and I, you know, for someone who loves it so much, I've just never really gotten around to playing it. And I kind of want to see if they're going to do something with Switch 2. Something with the Switch 2, bringing Twilight Princess back to life in all its glory and even more. I'm really hoping for that. You know, it's a beautiful game. Honestly, I think I'm just going to throw this out here. I don't mean to offend anyone, as this is just my list. But for me personally, Skyward Sword was for me. Skyward Sword did not do it for me. I ended up playing the remaster, and that was much better of an experience, you know, much better. But still, setting wise, even like the mood of it, it's dope. It's beautiful being in the sky. It's beautiful flying on a loft wing. Really cool. I like those aspects of it. But also, it just personally, for me, did not hit as much as the grittiness. You know, I'm not even saying dark and mature themed, but the grittiness of like the Twilight Princess, Twilight Realms, the Shadow Beasts, you know. I just found Twilight Princess, man, to be super, super dope. But I just wanted to come off the top and capture the ideas of why, out of all the games, Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, did Twilight Princess really hit? And those were some of the things. And one more thing I'll say, I absolutely love the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom art styles and open world and all you can do and everything like that. I love it. I think it's crazy. Me personally, when it comes to Zelda, honest opinion, I do like my Zelda games a little bit more linear, or just like linear period. Like funneling you a little bit, so it's like it feels like an intended experience. That's just how I'm wording it. I could word that better maybe. but like an intended story that's just like you gotta kind of get funneled. And I feel like if they could bring back some of those elements, and I know Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild seems to be their winning formula, so I'm not sure what they're gonna do. But I do think Eiji Aonuma, I do think Zelda team takes risks. I do think they believe again in just simply doing what they do. So if they can maybe like continue to do the Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom type of game, but also for the Switch 2, if they could take us back to like a Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time type of game, a 4K, you know, amazing art direction, Twilight Princess type of models, with that type of art, with that type of mood and intention, I think that would be so fire, man. Like fighting the Goma spider. Remember in that tech demo that never came out? I'll try to put it in here. But like this type of Zelda coming to the Switch 2 alongside with, you know, the third game in the majorly successful Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom saga. We can do that, right? For sure. People love to eat that up. I love it. I loved freaking crafting stuff. I loved flying through the sky. I loved it, you know. But also, man, I gotta say, like, I feel like there's a reason why, for me, Twilight Princess still stands above even those. You know, just personal preference. So, yeah, guys, I'll see if I'll add more to this maybe in the comments. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on what your favorite Zelda game is. Are you like me and you like, you know, the Twilight Princess, maybe linear style more? Or did the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom style totally win you over? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.